have an article here from a site called We Got It Covered. If you don't know the site, they're a little bit rumor-based. However, they have been right in the past, and I think this is a topic everyone wants to talk about. So here we go. WB reportedly now considering reducing Amber Heard's role in Aquaman 2. So they're going to get into how they might cut her back, but not completely take her out. And I'll say right now, that will not solve the problem. If she's in the movie for 1 minute, it won't matter. We're not going to see it. Here we go. Amber Heard has seen her reputation take a battering during the high-profile divorce battle with Johnny Depp, with a series of explosive and widely publicized revelations, seeing the majority of the public side with her ex-husband in recent months. That would be me. I guess they're right. A lot of us are. Out of about, 200 comments or something per video, I get maybe 2 that defends Amber seriously. Of course, Depp lost the biggest payday of his career when he was dropped from the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise due to negative press, although recent developments may eventually see him reinstated as the iconic Captain Jack Sparrow. So people are already acting like Johnny won, basically, and it seems like he's going to. But I'm not holding my breath for the best possible result. The court might go easy on her. We'll see. Heard is also the star of a billion-dollar franchise, though, having played the female lead in the DCEU's Aquaman, but that hasn't stopped fans from demanding that she be fired from her role as Mera. Well, I wouldn't say she's the star. Jason Momoa is the star, but she's playing a big part, you could say. With petitions for her removal amassing hundreds of thousands of signatures, about 397,000 right now to be sure, while another one openly called for the Game of Thrones Emilia Clarke to be named as her replacement, which would be absolutely fantastic. I haven't talked about Game of Thrones on this channel for a long time. I'm sure some of you guys who are following me for the Depp case have seen and have an opinion on Game of Thrones, and I'll say this. Regardless of the story and what happened, I think Emilia Clarke did a great job as Daenerys, and I love seeing her with Momoa on screen, and that would really sell my ticket, and I hardly go to the movies. Aquaman 2 isn't expected to start shooting until next year, so the studio still has plenty of time to make a decision, but we've now heard from our sources, the same ones who told us both National Treasure 3 and Aladdin 2 were in development long before they were confirmed, that Warner Brothers are exploring all of their options regarding Heard, and that includes both firing her from the film or significantly reducing her screen time. And this line is why I said that in the beginning. It's not going to cut it. She has to be gone, or a lot of us are not going to see it. Probably at least 400,000 of us. Maybe they have to keep her in some way for part of the contract, but that doesn't matter to us, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately for them, not for us. And wait, kind of unfortunately for us, because it could have been a good movie. If you liked the first one and wanted to see the second one, but now you've got your morals in it and you can't see the second one, then yeah, I guess it sucks for both parties. We previously reported that getting rid of her completely was definitely an option, but according to our latest intel, Warner Brothers are now leaning more in the direction of simply using her character in a much smaller capacity, similar to how Evangeline Lilly's coronavirus comments could end up having a drastic effect on her involvement in Ant-Man 3. In other words, instead of being a co-lead, Heard may just be more of a supporting player now. Doesn't matter. Said it 3 times. Doesn't matter at all. Who cares if she's in the thing? If she's on the poster even and not in the movie, I think a lot of us are going to skip it. So let's see what they say for their final thoughts here. The script hasn't been finalized yet, so it would be a relatively straightforward task for the writers to work around it and explain why Mera isn't featured as prominently anymore, which we're told could potentially involve a much bigger role for Yahya Abdul Mateen II's returning Black Manta. After all, the last thing movie studios want is bad press about their stars when there are billions of dollars at stake, and at this stage it seems unlikely that Amber Heard's role in Aquaman 2 is going to be anywhere near as prominent as it was the first time around, except Marvel films never cared about the bad press around Brie Larson. They just let that all go. So actually, I don't think they do care that much. Okay, so I have to say this. I read an article a day, maybe 2, maybe 3, and this one's pretty well written. So even though this is a rumor and these people don't have exact sources, they have been right in the past, and they write the stuff pretty good. So, I'm cool with this website. I'm cool with it. Yeah, stumbled those words a little, but that's okay, because we're getting towards the end. and let me have my final thoughts. Alright, so basically, the most important thing to take home here is she's got to be gone, or that's it. I mean, we ain't seeing it. As far as how much the movie's actually going to make, I think it'll do okay, because what I try to remind people about is with my struggles with Lucasfilms and Star Wars, or I should say our struggles, my greater community of YouTubers, the general public doesn't really know about it. They're not in on it. So boycotts we do here will have a percentage effect. They'll take a fraction of the earnings from the film, but they won't like kill it altogether. Okay? So if there's a huge boycott for Aquaman 2 and it would have made like 1.2 billion or 1 billion without the boycott, maybe it'll go down to like 890 or like 775 million, something like that. But, you know, it is what it is. And hopefully they'll read into that, and the next time this happens to somebody, some other star, something like that, then they'll think twice. But in this case, they were kind of already hooked in with her, so it's a little complicated for them, I guess. Anyway, I'm doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. Do a shoutout right now. Gonna give a big shout out to Nightmare Cosplay. She's been giving me some pretty good info, sending me some articles, and she sent me this one, so thank you very much. And if you're not subscribed here, smash that subscribe button. I'm doing shout outs, special thanks, things like that. I repeat myself. I edit it out sometimes. I leave some repeats in. I stutter, mostly at the end of the videos, because I cut the stutters out from the beginning and the middle. There we go. See you next time.
If you are not subscribed to this channel, The Entertainment Hacker, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button now.